Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video, we're going to explore something really interesting and exciting. So, if you want to find out what you'll learn by staying with us till the end, make sure to watch the whole video. Stay with us, because whatever you might miss could be really important. Let's get started. The 1977 US 1-dime coin, often referred to simply as the Roosevelt dime, is a fascinating piece of American currency. It is part of the larger history of U.S. coins and is unique in its design and production. While the 1977 dime might seem like an ordinary piece of pocket change to most people, this coin holds significant value for collectors, especially those who know where to look. If you're holding a 1977 Roosevelt dime, you may be in luck. This small coin could be worth a small fortune. The history of the U.S. dime dates back to 1796, but the Roosevelt dime itself was first introduced in 1946, just after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II made him one of the most influential presidents in American history. To honor his legacy, the U.S. Mint decided to feature his image on the dime, a role that it continues to serve today. The design of the Roosevelt dime was created by artist John R. Sinek, the Mint's chief engraver at the time. Sinek's design was meant to be both simple and dignified, capturing Roosevelt's likeness in a way that was easily recognizable, even on such a small coin. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Roosevelt, with the word Liberty above and the year of minting below. The reverse of the coin displays a torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. Though the design has remained largely unchanged over the years, the minting of the Roosevelt dime has been anything but ordinary. The U.S. Mint produces billions of these coins each year, and like any mass production process, small mistakes can happen. These mistakes are often called minting errors, and it is these errors that can turn a seemingly regular coin into something worth much more than its face value. In 1977, one such error occurred that would catch the attention of collectors for decades to come. The 1977 Roosevelt dime is famous for a specific type of minting error known as the double die error. This error happens when a coin is struck multiple times with a misaligned die, causing the image on the coin to appear doubled or blurry. In the case of the 1977 dime, the most notable doubling occurred in the date, where the 7 of the year appeared doubled, as well as some of the lettering, particularly the word Liberty. Such errors are rare, and when they are discovered, they become highly sought after by coin collectors. The double die error on the 1977 dime is particularly rare, and as a result, some of these coins can be worth thousands of dollars. But why is a double die error so valuable? The key lies in the rarity and uniqueness of the mistake. A double die error is a manufacturing flaw that only affects a small number of coins. Because of this, these coins become incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay premium prices for them. If you're lucky enough to have a 1977 Roosevelt dime in your collection, it's important to know how to spot these errors. The most obvious sign of the double die error is the doubling of the 7 in the year 1977. The second 7 should appear as though it is slightly offset from the first, creating a blurry or doubled effect. The word Liberty may also appear doubled or have a shadow effect. Other areas of the coin, such as the motto, "In God We Trust," might show signs of slight doubling as well. The more pronounced and clear the doubling, the more valuable the coin is likely to be, but it's not just the double die error that makes the 1977 dime valuable. In fact, even without the error, some 1977 dimes are worth more than their face value. This is because of their historical significance, their place in the series of Roosevelt dimes, and the general appeal of coins from specific years. Collectors often seek out dimes from particular years, and the 1977 dime is no exception. It represents a key point in the history of U.S. coinage and holds appeal for those interested in Roosevelt's legacy. In addition to errors and historical interest, the condition of the coin also plays a significant role in its value. Coins are graded based on their condition, which ranges from poor to mint state. A coin that is in mint state condition is essentially flawless, showing no signs of wear or damage. The better the condition of the coin, the more valuable it becomes. A well-preserved 1977 Roosevelt dime, especially one with the double die error, can command a price much higher than the typical value for a dime. Coins in poor condition, on the other hand, will generally only be worth their face value, or slightly more, depending on demand and rarity. Now, you may be wondering how much a 1977 Roosevelt dime can actually be worth. Well, the value of this coin depends on several factors, including its condition, whether it has any minting errors, and how much demand there is for that particular coin among collectors. A typical 1977 dime in circulated condition is worth, of course, just 10 cents. However, if you happen to have one with a clear double die error and it's in good condition, it could be worth anywhere from $500 to $1,000 or more. The most well-preserved and error-free examples, especially those graded at a high level by professional grading services, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. In some cases, a 1977 double-die Roosevelt dime could fetch as much as $123,000 at auction. The fact that a simple, everyday dime can be worth such an astonishing amount is a testament to the world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins, and the fascinating world of coin errors. Whether you're an experienced collector or just starting out, understanding the value of rare coins like the 1977 Roosevelt dime can help you build a valuable collection and spot hidden treasures that may be hiding in your pocket change. But how can you be sure your coin is worth money? The first step is to educate yourself about the various types of coin errors and the features that can make a coin more valuable. Double die errors, for example, are just one type of mistake that can make a coin more valuable. Other types of errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or over-polished dies, can also make a coin worth more than its face value. The more you know about these errors, the better your chances of finding valuable coins in your collection or in your pocket change. Another important factor to consider when valuing a coin is the grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. When considering whether your 1977 dime is worth anything, it's important to have it professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service. The two most reputable services in the industry are the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Both of these organizations specialize in grading and authenticating coins, and their grades are trusted by collectors and dealers alike. If you're fortunate enough to find a 1977 Roosevelt dime with a noticeable minting error, or if you think you might have a coin in exceptional condition, consider sending it to one of these grading services for evaluation. The result could be a coin worth far more than its face value, and the process of getting your coin graded is often simple and straightforward. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Coins like the 1977 Roosevelt dime are reminders of how history, design, and even errors in minting can shape the value of a piece of currency. For those with a sharp eye for detail, a little patience, and a bit of luck, a simple dime from 1977 could turn into a treasure worth thousands of dollars. And remember, even if you don't find one of these rare error coins, the world of numismatics is full of valuable discoveries waiting to be made. So, the next time you're going through your spare change or checking through your coin collection, keep an eye out for that elusive 1977 Roosevelt dime. You never know, it might be worth far more than you ever imagined. The top 2 dime is the 1994 US 1 dime coin, better known as the Roosevelt dime, may appear at first glance to be just another routine coin in your pocket change. However, like many coins in the world of numismatics, there's much more to this small, silver-colored dime than meets the eye. The Roosevelt dime is part of a long-standing tradition of U.S. coinage, and the 1994 issue, in particular, carries its own unique story, history, and appeal to collectors. To understand why the 1994 Roosevelt dime holds such intrigue for collectors, let's first take a look at the history and design of the Roosevelt dime itself. The dime, as part of the coinage system of the United States, has a long and storied history, dating back to the late 18th century. However, the Roosevelt dime, which most people are familiar with today, was introduced in 1946 following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The U.S. Mint decided to honor Roosevelt by placing his likeness on the dime, a fitting tribute to the president who had led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. The design of the Roosevelt dime was created by John R. Sinek, the Mint's chief engraver at the time. Sinek's design was chosen after an extensive selection process, and it quickly became one of the most enduring and beloved coin designs in U.S. history. Roosevelt's portrait is featured on the obverse of the dime, with the word Liberty above his head, the year of minting below, and the phrase, "In God We Trust," to the left. This design has remained unchanged over the decades, preserving Roosevelt's image as a symbol of strength, leadership, and resilience. On the reverse side of the 1994 Roosevelt dime, we see the classic design that has been in use since the coin's introduction. It features a torch, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, which represent peace and strength, respectively. Above these symbols, the word E pluribus unum is inscribed, reminding us of the motto that signifies unity. The reverse design is simple yet elegant, complementing the dignified image of Roosevelt on the obverse. The 1994 dime was minted at 3 different U.S. Mint locations: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Like all dimes produced after 1965, the 1994 Roosevelt dime was made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, which consists of an inner core of pure copper, sandwiched between 2 layers of copper-nickel. The total weight of the coin is 2.27 grams, and it has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters. It's important to note that the metal composition of the dime changed in 1965 after the U.S. government, facing rising silver prices, decided to replace the silver content of the coin with a more affordable copper-nickel alloy. This marked the beginning of the modern-day Roosevelt dime as we know it, but what about the 1994 Roosevelt dime makes it particularly interesting to collectors? Well, while the 1994 coin itself wasn't the subject of major design changes or revolutionary minting errors, it is still highly sought after for a few reasons. First, the general condition of the coin plays a big role in its value. A 1994 dime in mint state, meaning it's in perfect condition with little to no signs of wear, is more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated. Coins in pristine condition are always in demand because collectors are always on the lookout for examples that they can add to their collections to complete sets of specific years or series. However, the 1994 Roosevelt dime is also interesting because of its potential to have minting errors, mistakes made during the production process that result in unusual or flawed coins. These errors are incredibly valuable to collectors, as they add a layer of rarity and uniqueness to the coin. Minting errors can range from minor issues, such as misalignments or double strikes, to more serious errors like off-center strikes, missing elements, or die cracks. For the 1994 Roosevelt dime, one of the most commonly sought-after errors is the double die error, which occurs when the coin is struck multiple times by a misaligned die. This results in the design being imprinted twice on the coin, causing the images or inscriptions to appear doubled or blurry. While double die errors are relatively rare, they are highly prized by collectors, and even a minor double die error on a 1994 dime could increase its value significantly. Another error to look out for is the off-center strike, where the coin is struck too far to one side, leaving part of the design missing. These errors are extremely rare and can lead to a coin being worth far more than its face value. As with all rare coins, the condition of the 1994 Roosevelt dime plays a critical role in determining its value. A coin that has been well preserved and remains in mint state, especially if it has an error, can fetch a much higher price than a coin that has been circulated or shows signs of wear. The better the grade of the coin, the higher its market value will be. Collectors and dealers typically use a grading scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect coin with no visible flaws. Coins that fall within the higher ranges of this scale are in high demand and can fetch a substantial amount at auction or in private sales. The value of a 1994 Roosevelt dime, even one without any minting errors, is relatively modest in comparison to other rare coins. In general, a typical 1994 dime in circulated condition is worth face value, just 10 cents. However, once you factor in minting errors, the value of the coin can rise significantly. In some cases, error coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity of the error and the demand among collectors. For example, a 1994 Roosevelt dime with a noticeable double die error or an off-center strike can sell for anywhere from $50 to $500, and in some extreme cases, even more. The rarity of these coins and their appeal to error coin collectors drives up their value significantly. Coins that are graded in near-perfect or perfect condition and that exhibit unique or prominent minting errors have been known to fetch prices in the range of $1,000 or more. And if the coin is rare enough, with a particularly striking error, it's not impossible for it to sell for even higher amounts. As for the 1994 Roosevelt dime without errors, collectors still find value in it due to its place in the history of U.S. coinage. While it might not command the same prices as rare error coins, the 1994 dime is still worth more than its face value in certain cases. Dimes that are well preserved and in uncirculated condition can fetch a few dollars, particularly when sold to collectors who are building year-based sets. The 1994 dime is often part of these sets, and its value increases if it is part of a complete collection of Roosevelt dimes. When it comes to how much a 1994 Roosevelt dime could be worth at the top end of the market, some of the more well-preserved or error-stricken coins can reach impressive figures. One of the rarest and most valuable examples of a 1994 Roosevelt dime is a double die error coin, which has been known to sell for up to $102,000. Yes, you read that right, $102,000 for a single dime. This may seem hard to believe, but it's important to remember that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and rare errors like these can be highly valuable when they are found in exceptional condition. For collectors, coin hunters, and anyone interested in U.S. currency, the 1994 Roosevelt dime is a reminder that even the most common coins can hold hidden value. While it's unlikely that every 1994 dime will be worth thousands of dollars, it's important to keep your eyes peeled for potential minting errors and to carefully preserve any coins you may come across in your daily life. You never know, you might be holding onto a valuable piece of history, just waiting to be discovered. Whether you're just starting to build your collection or you're a seasoned numismatist, the world of coin collecting is full of opportunities to uncover hidden treasures, and the 1994 Roosevelt dime is just one example of how everyday currency can be more valuable than you ever imagined. So the next time you find a 1994 dime, take a moment to inspect it carefully. It could be worth far more than its face value. The top 3. In the world of coin collecting, there are certain coins that stand out, not just because of their age or rarity, but because of their unique characteristics and potential to fetch a small fortune. One such coin that is often overlooked by many but holds significant value among collectors is the 1999 USA 1 dime coin. While this coin may seem like just another modern dime, it carries a rich history, a striking design, and, for those who are fortunate enough to find rare examples, the potential to be worth thousands of dollars. In this video, we'll dive deep into the story of the 1999 Roosevelt dime, explore its design and minting details, and highlight the errors and variations that could make this coin worth a small fortune today. Whether you're an avid coin collector or just starting your numismatic journey, the 1999 dime is a coin you definitely want to pay attention to. Let's start with a brief history of the Roosevelt dime. First introduced in 1946, the Roosevelt dime was created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his passing. Roosevelt had played a key role in leading the United States through the Great Depression and World War II, and his likeness on the dime was a tribute to his legacy. The dime's design has remained largely unchanged since then, with President Roosevelt's portrait appearing on the obverse, front, of the coin. The reverse, back, of the dime features a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, all symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. The 1999 Roosevelt dime, as with all dimes minted after 1965, was composed of a copper-nickel-clad material, a mixture of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, which replaced the earlier silver composition due to rising silver prices. The 1999 dime has a diameter of 17.91 mm and weighs 2.27 grams. While the composition and size of the coin may seem fairly standard, it's the subtle variations and potential errors in the minting process that can make certain 1999 dimes highly valuable. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1999 Roosevelt dime is its potential for minting errors. While minting errors are rare, they can occur when there are mistakes made during the production process. These errors can dramatically increase the value of a coin, as they make the coin unique and collectible. Some of the most valuable errors in 1999 dimes have to do with the alignment of the dies or issues with the striking process. Coins with these types of errors are often referred to as error coins, and they are highly prized by collectors who specialize in this niche area of numismatics. One of the most sought-after errors in the 1999 Roosevelt dime series is the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once, resulting in a doubling of the features on the coin, such as the letters or the image of President Roosevelt. Double die errors can be particularly valuable when the doubling is visible on multiple aspects of the design, such as the date or the word liberty. While double die errors are relatively rare, they can significantly increase the value of a 1999 dime, sometimes by hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the extent of the error. Another common error to look out for in the 1999 Roosevelt dime is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned with the die during the striking process, resulting in an off-center image. Off-center strikes can range from minor misalignments to more extreme cases where a large portion of the design is missing from the coin. Off-center error coins are highly collectible and can sometimes sell for a premium, especially if the misalignment is particularly dramatic. Besides these minting errors, the condition of the coin is another key factor that influences its value. Like all coins, a 1999 Roosevelt dime in pristine condition is far more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated. Coins that are in excellent condition, often referred to as mint state or uncirculated, are in high demand by collectors who are looking to complete sets of specific years or series. A 1999 dime that has been carefully preserved and is free from wear and tear can command a higher price than a dime that shows signs of age or damage. The higher the grade of the coin, the more valuable it becomes. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect coin. A 1999 Roosevelt dime in a high grade could potentially fetch several $100s, especially if it has been graded as a gem-quality specimen. Now, let's address the big question: how much is a 1999 Roosevelt dime worth today? The answer, of course, depends on the condition of the coin and whether it exhibits any minting errors. In general, a typical 1999 dime in circulated condition is worth its face value, just 10 cents. However, if you happen to come across a 1999 dime in mint state or one with a minting error, the value of the coin can increase dramatically. For example, a 1999 Roosevelt dime in uncirculated condition might be worth $1 to $5, depending on the grade. But when you start talking about error coins, the value can soar. A 1999 dime with a double die error or an off-center strike could sell for anywhere from $50 to $500, depending on the rarity and prominence of the error. In the most extreme cases, a particularly rare and well-preserved 1999 Roosevelt dime with a double die error or other significant minting flaws has been known to fetch prices in the range of $10,000 to $98,000 or more. Yes, that's right, $98,000 for a single dime. While this may seem like an extraordinary sum for such a small coin, it's important to remember that error coins are incredibly rare, and the demand for them among collectors is high. The rarer the error and the better the condition of the coin, the higher its market value will be. One of the key factors that makes error coins like these so valuable is the scarcity of the mistakes. Minting errors can occur for various reasons: worn dies, issues with the minting press, or human error, but they are not common. As a result, error coins are much rarer than their non-error counterparts, making them highly desirable to collectors. The market for error coins can be competitive, and prices can fluctuate based on demand, but if you are fortunate enough to come across a 1999 Roosevelt dime with a significant minting error, it's certainly worth having it professionally graded and appraised. So, how do you know if you have a 1999 Roosevelt dime that could be worth a small fortune? The key is to carefully examine the coin for signs of minting errors and to assess its overall condition. Check the date and the design elements on the obverse and reverse of the coin for any signs of doubling, misalignment, or other irregularities. If you spot something unusual, it's a good idea to take the coin to a professional numismatist or a reputable coin dealer who can help you determine its value. And, of course, always keep your coins in good condition. Handling them carefully and storing them in protective cases will help maintain their value over time. In conclusion, the 1999 Roosevelt dime is much more than just a piece of pocket change. It's a coin that carries a rich history, a beautiful design, and the potential to be worth a significant amount of money, especially if it has a rare minting error. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual coin enthusiast, the 1999 dime is definitely a coin to keep an eye out for. If you're lucky enough to find one with a rare error or in pristine condition, you could be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars. So, the next time you come across a 1999 dime, take a moment to inspect it carefully. You might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. The top 4. In the vast and fascinating world of coin collecting, certain years and designs stand out, capturing the interest of numismatists and collectors alike. One such coin is the 2005 USA 1 dime, a coin that is often overlooked in everyday transactions, but one that holds a unique place in the history of American currency. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, the 2005 Roosevelt dime is definitely a coin you should know about. In today's video, we're going to explore this particular coin in depth, its historical context, its design features, the minting details that make it special, and, of course, its potential value. Let's start with the history of the Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt dime, introduced in 1946, was created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt following his death. Roosevelt had led the nation through some of its darkest days during the Great Depression and World War II. As a tribute, the U.S. Mint chose to place his portrait on the obverse, or front, of the dime. This design has remained largely unchanged for over 7 decades, making the Roosevelt dime one of the most enduring and easily recognizable coins in the United States. But, while the design itself has stayed consistent, the years in which these coins were minted have seen significant changes in their composition, rarity, and value. The 2005 Roosevelt dime, in particular, holds interest due to some specific characteristics and events surrounding its production that make it stand out in the broader series. Now, let's talk about the design of the 2005 dime itself. The obverse features a profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. Roosevelt's image is one of the most iconic presidential portraits in U.S. coinage, and his likeness has remained a staple of the dime since it was first introduced in 1946. Surrounding Roosevelt's portrait are the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year of minting, which in this case is 2005. On the reverse side, we see the familiar design of a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, all representing liberty, peace, and strength. The reverse of the Roosevelt dime has remained the same since 1946, making it instantly recognizable to collectors and casual observers alike. The reverse was designed by Sinek as well, and it has become one of the most enduring and symbolic images in American numismatics. As with many coins, the 2005 Roosevelt dime was minted in 2 versions, the standard copper-nickel clad composition and a special silver version for collectors. The copper-nickel clad dimes are made of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, while the silver-proof dimes are composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. The standard copper-nickel-clad version is the most common and most widely circulated, but the silver-proof coins, produced for collectors, are of particular interest to those looking for higher quality specimens. One of the most notable things about the 2005 dime is that it was minted during a time of relatively high production. The U.S. Mint produced billions of dimes each year, and the 2005 Roosevelt dime was no exception. With such a high mintage, most of these coins ended up in circulation, and many were heavily used. As a result, they are relatively easy to find in pocket change, though the ones that have remained in mint or near mint condition are the ones that will catch the eye of serious collectors. But what about the 2005 dime makes it particularly valuable? While many dimes from this year are not worth more than their face value of 10 cents, there are a few factors that could make a 2005 dime worth far more, sometimes up to $88,000 or more. Let's break it down. As with all coins, the key to determining the value of a 2005 Roosevelt dime depends on its condition and rarity. Coins that are in excellent condition, or mint state, will naturally fetch a higher price than those that are worn down from years of circulation. If a 2005 dime has been well preserved and shows no signs of heavy wear, it may be worth more than face value, possibly a few dollars or more depending on the market. In addition to condition, collectors often look for specific minting errors that can add significant value to a coin. A minting error occurs when something goes wrong during the coin production process, resulting in a coin that has unique features that were not intended. These errors can vary from doubled images to off-center strikes or unusual die clashes. The 2005 Roosevelt dime is no exception, and there have been a few notable error coins that have surfaced over the years. One of the most sought-after errors in the 2005 Roosevelt dime series is the double die error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, resulting in the image being stamped onto the coin more than once. This error can cause the details on the coin to appear doubled or distorted. While double die errors are more commonly found on larger denominations like quarters and pennies, they do occur on dimes as well. If you come across a 2005 dime with a noticeable double die error, particularly one that affects the date or the word Liberty, you could have a coin that is worth significantly more than face value. Some double die error coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity of the error and the coin's condition. Another type of error to look for in the 2005 dime is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned with the minting die during the striking process, causing the design to be stamped onto the coin in an off-center fashion. This can create a unique look and make the coin more desirable to collectors. Off-center strike errors can range from slight misalignments to more extreme examples where large portions of the design are missing. Depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition, off-center dimes can be worth significantly more than their face value. Other errors to look out for include die cracks, which can create raised lines or features on the surface of the coin, and die clashes, where the design of one coin is unintentionally transferred onto another. These types of errors can often go unnoticed by casual observers, but they can make a coin far more valuable in the eyes of a dedicated collector. But it's not just errors that make a 2005 Roosevelt dime valuable. Coins in exceptional condition, particularly those in proof or uncirculated quality, can also fetch a premium price. Proof coins are specially minted for collectors and feature a higher quality finish than standard circulation coins. These coins are struck multiple times to create a sharp, clear design with mirror-like surfaces. The 2005 Roosevelt proof dimes are much rarer than the standard circulation coins, and depending on the condition, they can be worth anywhere from $5 to $50 or more. Now, let's talk about the big reveal, the value of a 2005 Roosevelt dime. In most cases, a standard 2005 dime in average condition is worth no more than 10 cents. However, if you're lucky enough to have a 2005 dime in mint state or one with a rare error, the value could rise dramatically. In general, you can expect to see the price range for a 2005 Roosevelt dime anywhere from a few dollars for a coin in excellent condition to hundreds of dollars for error coins. But in rare cases, particularly with unique double die errors or off-center strikes, a 2005 dime could sell for as much as $88,000 or more, making it one of the most valuable dimes in modern U.S. coinage. So, how do you determine if your 2005 Roosevelt dime is worth more than face value? The first step is to carefully inspect the coin for any visible minting errors. Look for signs of doubling, misalignment, or any other unusual features. Check the condition of the coin as well. If it's in mint state, uncirculated, or proof condition, it could be worth more than you think. If you're not sure, take the coin to a professional numismatist or a reputable coin dealer to have it appraised. In conclusion, the 2005 Roosevelt dime may seem like a simple, everyday coin, but it holds significant potential for collectors. Whether you're looking for rare minting errors or pristine proof versions, this dime can be worth far more than its face value. Keep an eye out for rare variations, and who knows, you might just discover that your 2005 dime is worth a small fortune. The top 5. In the world of coin collecting, there are some coins that stand the test of time, and others that catch the eye of collectors because of their rarity, design, or interesting minting errors. One such coin is the 2014 USA 1 dime, a coin that many overlook in their daily transactions but has piqued the interest of collectors over the years. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the 2014 Roosevelt dime, exploring its historical context, design, minting details, and how this seemingly simple coin has earned its place in the hearts of numismatists and collectors alike. And of course, we'll reveal the current value of this coin, which could be worth a staggering $73,000. Let's start with a little history. The Roosevelt dime, introduced in 1946, was designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his death in 1945. Roosevelt was the 32nd President of the United States and is remembered for his leadership during some of the country's most difficult times, including the Great Depression and World War II. The dime's design was the work of John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint, and it features Roosevelt's portrait on the obverse, or front, of the coin. Since its introduction, the Roosevelt dime has become a symbol of the enduring legacy of one of America's most revered presidents. The reverse of the coin, which depicts a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, has remained largely unchanged since the Roosevelt dime's debut. The torch represents liberty, the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the oak branch stands for strength. This reverse design has become iconic in its own right, easily recognizable to anyone familiar with U.S. coinage. Fast forward to 2014, and the design of the Roosevelt dime remains fundamentally the same as it was when it was first struck in 1946. However, as with all coins, certain factors make specific years or editions stand out. The 2014 dime, while largely unremarkable in its basic design, holds some interest due to the state of coin production, its minting quantity, and the potential for error coins, which can significantly increase its value. In 2014, the U.S. Mint produced billions of dimes. The production of coins in such large quantities generally means that most of them end up in circulation and are used daily, making them fairly common. However, despite the high mintage, a few factors contribute to the 2014 dime's collector appeal. One of the most important things that collectors look for when it comes to any coin is the condition, or grade, of the coin. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin is likely to be. Coins that have been well preserved or remain in uncirculated condition are always of interest to collectors. So, what exactly should you be looking for in a 2014 dime? First and foremost, the coin's condition is crucial. Coins in uncirculated condition, or those that have been preserved without being used in daily transactions, are generally worth more than those that show wear and tear from being in circulation. A well-preserved 2014 Roosevelt dime could be worth anywhere from a couple of dollars to $10 or more, depending on its grade. Next, let's talk about minting errors, which are always a hot topic in the world of coin collecting. A minting error occurs when something goes wrong during the production process, leading to a coin that is not quite like the others. Error coins are highly sought after because they are unique, and many collectors are eager to add them to their collections. The 2014 Roosevelt dime is no exception, and there are a few notable error types to look for. One of the most valuable types of errors to look for is the double die error. This error happens when the die used to stamp the design onto the coin strikes the coin more than once, causing the image to appear doubled or distorted. If you come across a 2014 dime with a double die error, particularly if it affects the date or the word Liberty, you might have a coin that's worth a lot more than its face value. Some double die error coins can fetch hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars, depending on the rarity of the error and the condition of the coin. Another error to watch out for in the 2014 dime is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned with the minting die, causing the design to be stamped off-center. The more extreme the off-center error, the more valuable the coin could be. A dime with a significant off-center strike can command a much higher price on the collector's market, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars. Additionally, look for coins with die cracks, where cracks or chips in the die leave marks or raised lines on the surface of the coin. These types of errors, while less dramatic than double die or off-center strikes, are still valued by collectors and can make a 2014 dime worth more than its face value. Now, let's talk about something that really excites collectors: the potential value of the 2014 Roosevelt dime. Most of the coins from this year are not worth much more than their face value of 10 cents, especially if they've been circulated and show signs of wear. However, coins in excellent condition, those that are uncirculated, or those with minting errors can be worth significantly more. A well-preserved 2014 dime in uncirculated condition might sell for $5 to $10 or even higher, depending on its quality. But what about error coins? If you're lucky enough to find a 2014 dime with a significant error, such as a double die or off-center strike, the value could increase exponentially. Some of the rarest and most valuable error dimes from the 2014 series have been known to fetch thousands of dollars at auction. In fact, the most valuable 2014 dimes with prominent errors have been sold for up to $73,000. That's right, what seems like a common dime could be worth a small fortune if it has the right characteristics. So, how do you determine if your 2014 Roosevelt dime is one of those rare gems? The first step is to carefully examine the coin for any visible errors. Look for signs of doubling on the date or the inscriptions, check for off-center strikes, and inspect the coin for any unusual features like die cracks or clashes. If the coin is in excellent condition or has any of these errors, it could be worth far more than 10 cents. If you're unsure about the value of your coin, it's always a good idea to consult with a professional numismatist or coin dealer who can help you determine whether your 2014 dime is worth more than face value. A proper appraisal will help you understand the rarity and potential market value of your coin. In conclusion, while the 2014 Roosevelt dime might seem like just another modern coin, it has the potential to be far more valuable than many collectors initially realize. Whether you're looking for coins in mint condition, hunting for rare error coins, or simply interested in the history and design of U.S. currency, the 2014 dime has something to offer. So, keep your eyes peeled the next time you're searching through your pocket change. Who knows, you might just find a 2014 Roosevelt dime that could be worth a fortune. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this information helpful and want to learn more about rare coins, valuable errors, and tips for collecting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And remember, sometimes, the smallest things can hold the greatest value. In the end of this video, we're diving into a seemingly simple coin that's often overlooked in everyday transactions, the 2019 USA 1 dime coin. While most people think of dimes as just 10 cents, there's more to this little coin than meets the eye. From its rich history and classic design to its collector appeal and potential for error coins, the 2019 Roosevelt dime could be worth far more than you'd expect. And yes, we'll reveal the coin's current value, which is sitting at a staggering $64,000 for the right specimen. Stick around, because you might just have one of these rare dimes hiding in your pocket change. Let's kick things off by looking at the history of the Roosevelt dime. Introduced in 1946, this coin was designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away in 1945. Roosevelt is remembered for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, and the dime was created as a tribute to his legacy. The obverse of the coin, featuring Roosevelt's profile, was designed by John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver at the U.S. Mint. The reverse design, showing a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, has remained unchanged since its introduction. Now, let's fast forward to 2019. While the basic design of the Roosevelt dime has remained unchanged for decades, certain years have stood out due to their unique characteristics or potential mint errors. The 2019 dime, despite its relatively high production, holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to a few interesting factors. First, let's talk about the design of the 2019 dime. The obverse still features Roosevelt's profile, a design that has been beloved for over 70 years. Roosevelt's image is portrayed with a slightly left-facing profile, showcasing his distinct features and the signature look that collectors recognize. On the reverse, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch are arranged in a balanced and symbolic design, representing liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. But what makes the 2019 dime stand out in terms of collectability? In terms of general circulation, the 2019 dimes are very much like every other dime that's produced by the U.S. Mint. They are made of a copper-nickel clad composition, which has been the standard since 1965. This means they contain 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, giving the dime its distinctive color and durability. These dimes were minted in high quantities in both Philadelphia and Denver, and they circulated widely in the United States throughout the year. However, like many coins produced in large quantities, certain 2019 dimes have become valuable due to their rarity or specific minting errors. Let's look at some of the key factors that can affect the value of a 2019 Roosevelt dime. First, it's important to note that the condition of a coin plays a major role in determining its value. Most coins that circulate regularly will show signs of wear, but those in uncirculated or near uncirculated condition are much more valuable to collectors. A 2019 dime in pristine condition could be worth more than its face value of 10 cents, with some specimens fetching $1 to $5 or more, depending on their grade. If you come across a 2019 dime that has been well preserved and kept in a safe place, you might have something worth holding onto. But here's where things get really interesting: error coins. Minting errors are always a collector's dream, and a 2019 Roosevelt dime with an error can be worth exponentially more than a standard coin. The most common minting errors to look out for are double die errors, off-center strikes, and die cracks. A double die error occurs when the die used to stamp the coin is misaligned, leading to the design appearing doubled. This could result in a noticeable double image on the date, the word liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." If you happen to find a 2019 dime with a double die error, you could have a valuable coin on your hands, one that could fetch hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars on the collector's market. Another minting error to watch for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned with the die during the minting process, causing the design to appear shifted or off-center. An off-center 2019 dime can be worth significantly more than a regular dime, especially if the error is particularly pronounced. Coins with extreme off-center strikes are often seen as rare and highly sought after by collectors. Die cracks are another type of error that can make a coin more valuable. These occur when the die used to strike the coin develops a crack, and that crack is transferred to the coin during the minting process. While die cracks are generally more subtle than double dies or off-center strikes, they can still add value to a coin, especially if they are prominent or occur in an interesting part of the design. As we continue to explore the 2019 Roosevelt dime, it's important to note that the U.S. Mint produced billions of these coins, meaning that most of them are not rare. However, as with all coins, some examples are much rarer than others, especially if they feature minting errors or are in exceptional condition. If you're lucky enough to come across a 2019 dime that's uncirculated or has a unique error, it could be worth far more than you would expect. Now, you might be wondering, what is the current value of the 2019 Roosevelt dime? Well, here's the big reveal. While most 2019 dimes are worth only their face value of 10 cents, certain error coins have been known to fetch much higher prices at auction. Some of the most valuable 2019 dimes with prominent errors have sold for as much as $64,000. That's right, your everyday dime could be worth a small fortune if it has the right characteristics, but how can you identify if your 2019 dime is one of these rare and valuable specimens? Start by carefully inspecting the coin for any visible errors. Look for double die features, off-center strikes, or any unusual marks that might indicate a minting error. If the coin is in excellent condition, it could also be worth more than the standard 10 cents. Keep in mind that errors are relatively rare, so finding one of these valuable dimes may take a bit of luck and a lot of attention to detail. If you're unsure about the value of your coin, it's always a good idea to have it professionally appraised by a numismatist or visit a trusted coin dealer. They can help you assess the value of your coin based on its condition, any potential errors, and the current market demand for similar coins. In conclusion, the 2019 Roosevelt dime is a coin that's more interesting and valuable than it first appears. While most of these coins are worth only 10 cents, the potential for rare error coins makes them highly sought after by collectors. Whether you're just starting to collect coins or are a seasoned numismatist, the 2019 dime offers plenty of opportunities to find a valuable piece. So, the next time you're sorting through your pocket change, keep an eye out for those hidden gems. They could be worth a lot more than you think. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed learning about the 2019 Roosevelt dime and want to discover more valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting new video. Who knows? The next coin you find could be worth a small fortune.